Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 7 of the Pretty Ninja Racing Porsche Multiclass series. My name is Anders. I'll be your host for this evening's race, and we are here at the fast, dangerous, smooth, courageous Thruxton Raceway here in Great Britain. It's going to bring a little bit of carnage, I think, tonight. If Norris Ring on Monday's anything to go by, tonight's race could be quite an eventful occasion. We have a couple of drivers that aren't in tonight, so Butler sadly is unable to make it, although they are actually showing up in the... Oh, so maybe Butler did make it. Ooh, Butler may have made it, who knows. He's in the server, so Butler making a surprise appearance. Hopefully going to make some good ground here for the event. I'm just going to quickly grab the standings. I can't quite remember the standings off the top of my noggin. And let's just go like that. Press that. And we'll just take a quick look. So Jay Skyring's leading the bill with 138. To be fair, if they get the race win today, I'm pretty sure, well, it will be all done up on points. The battle for P2 is still alive though with 66. And Butler battling it out for P2 in the championship, so that'll be a battle to keep out on today. Mayer is in P4, looking to gain some more ground on Butler after the disconnect that they had last week. Lloyd is not racing tonight, so he'll fall further down the pecking order. There we go. Got my words out. Coulson is driving the GT4 tonight, so no extra points for Coulson, which means Mark Spool will be able to gain some good ground today. I'm just looking at the driver list. Is there anyone else that I can see? Cole is also racing this evening in the GT4 class and looking to make as many points gained against Noah, due to Noah currently having suspension that lasts until tomorrow. But other than that, the rest of the field is fairly spread out. So here we are. We're currently watching Butler, as we saw earlier, so we'll be intrigued to see what Butler can do this evening. Spool moves into P2, only 1.8 seconds off 66's pace, which is not bad at all. Butler losing the rear end there. No time quite set for Butler yet, but that rear end's looking rather happy though. Mayer in the Porsche Cup class is about to come over the line now, or is in the pit, sorry, at the moment. So Cole has a very good opportunity here to gain a maximum 25 points on the current GT4 leader, which is, I'm not sure who he just nudged off there. He really does need to get radar turned on, especially if it's a faster car. So I think that was Spool that he kind of cut off there. That's not very sporting. But yeah, Spool can gain 25 points on Noah tonight, taking it into the last round, which will be in 2024. This is the last P&R race that's going to be hosted for 2023, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Who else have we got? Coulson is in the pack at the moment, just getting a bit more practice in. This is a 20-minute race, 300% tyre wear, so by the end of it, it could be crunch time for a lot of people. Danilov is back racing tonight. I'm sure I've seen that name in this class beforehand. Losing the rear end there. Oh no, that's someone else. And we'll go on board with a... Oh, Skyring not on. Where's Skyring? Just noticed Skyring isn't here. So we'll go on board with 66. Where is Skyring? So if Skyring's not able to get on tonight, good opportunity here for 66 to again gain up to 25 points on Jay Skyring up at the top of the leaderboard. And in fact, I think I'll put them maybe even level pegging on points if my maths in my head is correct. And sadly just running a little bit wide there for 66. So yeah, I'm not quite sure where Skyring is. He's in the voice comms, but not anywhere else. Weirdly, he's not in the server according to this. So we'll have to keep an eye out. We might be having some technical issues. But he could, if you race tonight, wrap up the Porsche Series season. We're coming to the end of free practice now. And there is Jay Skyring just hopping in there right at the very end. So no free practice for Jay there. Oh, he's disconnected from the server. Should be able to rejoin now. And that's the end of free practice. Let me talk you through our other events that are finishing off in 2024. Tonight you're watching the Porsche Multiclass series here on Pretty Ninja Racing YouTube channel. The touring cars will be finishing off at Bathurst in 2024. Not in the first week, in the second week of 2024. Just letting people get into their routines. GT2 World Championship will be at Yas Marina to finish off that championship. It is sealed the deal with 66 being the championship, but P2 and 3 are still up for grabs. Porsche Multiclass will be finishing off also at the Yas Marina circuit, if I remember correctly. I want to double check that actually. It is the Yas Marina circuit. Cars are going out onto the grid. Let's take a quick look. What's going on in? I'm sure that it's Spa. In fact, it is Spa. So starting in 13 days, apparently, it is Spa. January the 3rd is our first race back in 2024, and it's at Spa for the final round of the Porsche Multiclass. So it's qualifying. We'll just head on board with our current championship leader. In fact, even if he completely crashed out, he would probably still be the championship leader based on points alone currently. So let's do a lap of Thruxton with Jay Skyring at the wheel in the Porsche Cup class. Fast first right-hander over the crest, left-hander hard on the brakes, ready for the 90-degree right, which you can carry a fair bit of speed through, as you can see there. Lift off and then flat out through this right-hander. It doesn't look like it, but you should be able to be flat. I'm not quite getting the line right there, but good enough. This is a bit of a sketchy one. Let's see if he does it flat in this car. Yeah, a little bit of a lift. Understandable. Keeping it nice and smooth here. It's looking tidy, pardon me. Over the timing line, he goes for a 1:11.1. So rather rapide for Jay Skyry. Mayer comes over the line for 2:12.7. Spall over the line for 1:12.3. Sorry, 1:12.7 for Mayer, 1:12.3 for Spall. Butler with 1:14.1. So not quite finding the pace so far this evening, but there's still plenty of time. Vermovic is in P5 with a 16.7. Cole in P17 with a P17.6, sorry. Danilov with a 1:21.2, but Severin can go quicker, and so can Coulson with a 1:23. So that was a relatively safe outlap there, I would say, for them. Sorry. Well, the rear end probably in the GT4 just letting slide a little bit. Still on board with Jay. He's carried a bit too much speed through the chicane. That's lost him a few attempts, I would say, there. But it's looking quick again. But yeah, definitely lost him a few attempts going into the chicane there. It's definitely one of those slow in, fast out sort of corners. So let's have a look at Cole. See if he's able to improve on his time anymore. Fitch improved slightly as well. Cole does not, however. That was probably a track cut on the last chicane, no. It's a good opportunity for that cup car to get by. Not sure why Cole's flashing. It is a faster car at the end of the day. Or is that just actually, I don't think he is flashing. I think that's just the sunlight reflecting off his windscreen. See what we can do. He's looking pretty flat out here, and Jay Sky gets a 1:10.7, so Jay's clearly feeling the speed this evening. Oh, and Cole's a bit slow, or a bit late on the brake going through the last chicane, so it's not quite clicking together quite yet. Coulson's now got a 1:19.1. Take a look at Mark, who's just coming out of the pits now, who's part of the Pretty Ninja trainee program. Not that it really is a program, but he's currently a Pretty Ninja trainee. So what that means is, if you weren't watching on Monday night, I offered to do a little bit of coaching for people in our spare time. If they're about and I'm about, go onto a server, watch them drive, give them a few tips on how to improve. And Spool is really almost there, really. Oh, and there's a GT4 just spinning up. Just got to prioritise, focus on the corner entries and apex, and to be fair, he's not doing too bad a job so far. This outlap's going to be a little bit messy with the GT4s on circuit, so he's going to have to learn. Whoa, that was close. He's going to have to learn how to get by them around Thruxton. It's not going to be easy. just keep an eye on Mark. I'm intrigued to see what sort of lines he's taking, what he's prioritising. And that sunlight is looking rather horrible in the old custom shadery patch. Let's see if there's anything I can do to tweak that. Sure what I'm playing with it. Probably should just, if I can, reset the defaults, but there we go, no reflections now. Now we just need to fix the weird colour that's going on. That'll do. That'll do. 66 is back in the pits, half a second behind Skyring. That's quite a lot for around Thruxton. Let's see if Mayer can make any gains. But we'll see if the race will bring some interesting racing. The gaps between the lap times are quite large, a lot larger than I thought they were going to be. We're talking like whole seconds a lap here. So I am intrigued to see what could become of it. I'm not quite sure why this is now being a bit weird on the left-hand side. Might have to just quickly RR the game. Bear with me 1 second. Patch, which is now in turn. Let's get back to that. custom shader being a bit of a, you know what. Here we go. So qualifying has ended. And it looks like, I was going to say, where we go. Jay Skyring was your P1 sitter. Sorry, it's just, there we go. It's the little app I use to control the cameras. So it has got a bit of a problem with the grid positioning. Here we go. We're just waiting for our 6 lights. Here we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, 6 lights. And off we pop for round 7 of the Porsche Multiclass series, and Skyring did not get a good start there. 66 will be putting him under huge amounts of pressure going into the complex, but it looks like actually 66 is now just sitting in behind. We can see a little bit further back, Spool is currently side by side with, or was side by side with someone, but it also looks like Cole in the GT4s must have got a pretty good launch because he's ahead of Vermovic. I wondered why something sounded a little bit, you know, like low. Like it just didn't quite sound as like, you know, quite into it. And that's because the volume was all the way down. Here we go. Let's get back into it. So 66 chasing down the championship leader and current race leader Jay Skyring, heading in towards the chicane complex here at Thruxton for a 20-minute hash out in these Porsche Cup cars, the GT4 and the Cup car itself. And it looks like Danilov and Coulson are battling it out. And Cole has dropped down a position as well. Looks like he's got a bit of damage on the front bumper. Now we had quite the lead, so be intrigued to see if that was self-inflicted. But again, he needs to gain as many points as possible in this series. So we'll have to see if Cole can pick up a few more positions. But he did struggle braking into the chicane complex, and the Canera car is off, which is Firmovic. Oh yeah, he spun it. Definitely spun it. So he is now not in P1. He's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position in class. Coulson's currently leading the way in the GT4s, as Cole is looking to try and find the fastest line through this sector, and it's very sketchy in these GT4s. As Danilov and Shemyshenko. Oh, and Danilov is run wide. Shemyshenko is going to go through. Can Danilov hold it? No, he cannot. So it's a little bit less pressure on Cole now, so we can focus on trying to catch Coulson up ahead of them. As Firmovic back up to P4 in class. Just finished my race. Newfound respect for these GT3s. They understeer like mad. If it's set up right, the GT3 shouldn't really understeer that much. If they're set up correctly. They shouldn't do that. So 66 is managing to keep the gap to Jay Skyring. And he kind of needs to for the championship, but just look at the two different lines here. 66 seems to be a little bit more narrow through certain parts. And Skyring just seems to be able to hold the car into the corners a little bit better. Don't have a clue how to set up a car for a North Slope. Oh yeah, that's a wee bit tricky, that. And Skyring is up by a second. He's definitely straight into his rhythm. He could have the championship tied up tonight if it finishes like this. Make it neutral. Yeah, basically. Make it neutral. What do you mean, Lemmy? What do you mean? Neutral? So Cole is caught right up to Coulson, so clearly had a much better chicane and is looking to go down the inside into T1 and up to P1. He goes. Can he hold on to it though? He's already lost a few positions. It's whether he can keep P1 and fend off against South African Mark Coulson in the GT4 this week. And we can see that Semichenko and Vrimovic are currently battling it out back in the background for P3 in class. Danilov is sadly quite far back. And Julio is currently also struggling to get up to pace as Vrimovic makes a move on Semichenko and moves into P3 in class. 5.5 seconds behind these two who are currently trying to battle it out, and it's not the place you want to be trying to overtake there. It really isn't. It's where patience needs to kind of kick in a little bit, but Coulson's definitely got a bit of a faster car in a straight line. Oh, he's looking down the inside, but it's a bit silly to dive in from that far back. It's never really going to work. In between for coring and straight line speed. Yeah. And over time they go, and Cole is quicker by close to 3 tenths. And Vrimovic is set at 118.6, so personal best off the race so far, and is actually closing the gap up to these two up ahead quite quickly. Oh, and that's Coulson in the background, losing the rear end. Sabi Vrimovic up into P2 in class. Very neat lap there from Vrimovic. 1:17.88. That is rather quick. I suppose the fastest lap time in qualifying was a 1:16.5, so clearly these cars do actually have a bit of pace about them here at Thruxton. But Cole has got, as you can see, front end damage. It's a bit crumpled, so not looking too good. Spool is slowly making gains on May up ahead in the pink Porsche. He's able to carry a lot more speed through there as well than Mayer, so I think he will be putting Mayer under pressure fairly soon, and I'm not sure who that is off. I think that's Julio. Don't say, sadly. But we'll see what Spool can do as we hop inside the Porsche. We're almost halfway through the race. Jay Skyring leading the way by 1.6 seconds. Mayer currently in P3, and Spool looking to maybe battle Mayer for the P3 position. Nice braking line there by Mark Spool. That's it, using all of the circuit to try and carry as much speed through. I think Marcus got the lot better sector 1. Yeah, just need to brake a little bit more. Into there. This is all stuff that we worked on literally yesterday evening. So Mark is a PNR trainee right now. Part of the trainee program. There's no real program as such. It's just that we just know that, you know, they're looking to improve. Looking to get better. And we'll do what we can. Just correcting it a bit there. Be brave. That's it. That's it. The car will bite in. These Porsches aren't too bad. Bit early on the turn in, but nice correction. Nicely worked. Really good driving here by Sport. Pleased. Very pleased. And there's only a 10th difference in the last lap time for 66. I think Sport's got the slightly better braking line into the final chicane. He needs to just be able to get into the power a little bit earlier. But he's just carrying a little bit too much speed through that second part of the chicane. And pink roll as an added bonus, says no in chat. Indeed it is. It is a pink roll. So everybody's happy. We can see Vrobovic in GT4 is catching up to Cole, fairly quickly. He's just able to carry that bit more speed. Oh, and there's a GT4 off in the wall. That'll be yellow. And he's got to be careful because he will get track cuts if he tries to cut that curb in a bit too much to try and get the move done. Cole is no pushover. Yeah, Cole doesn't have to give him the room. Oh, and they both run a bit wide. And they just need to rejoin safely. Oh, and they almost take out Jay Sky. And they do take out Jay Skyring. And Cole's gone straight into the pits. And Skyring has lost a position. So Cole knows that he's not happy. He's gone. Front aero damage. The rejoin was not too great. That's Vrobovic up into P1 in class. Cole not happy with his rejoin and just immediately leaves the server because he knows it's penalty worthy, so he's just packed it in. So that's made a little bit more spicier for the last 7 minutes of the race. 66 is up ahead. Jay Skyring sadly being the victim there. He's not had the greatest of luck this week. But to be fair, he was quicker than 66 throughout the whole race. But the tyre percentage now will be starting to take a role in that. And it's just whether Skyring can get anything done with 7 minutes left remaining. 66 doesn't have to give the position back. It is part of the multi-class racing. It's just don't expect it. Just don't expect it. But Thruxton is a very tricky multi-class circuit. I will give him that. And Skyring is pushing along quite nicely. He's made a couple of attempts on this lap alone. So give it 2 more laps and I think he will be all on the rear end of 66. But even if he finishes P2, I'm afraid to say that I'm pretty sure the championship will be his. For 66's case at least anyway. Let me just do the quick mental maths in my head. Yeah, easily. Easily would be his if he finished. If it finished like this right now, he would be the Porsche Cup Championship winner. Multi-class winner for the Porsche Cup Series. So he doesn't need to fret about overtaking too much. The GT4 trying to get well out of the way. And into the grass they go. Who is that? Is it going to tell me? is Danilov. To be fair, at least Danilov got right out the way. These GT4s are really not very nice, are they? Really not very nice. And Spall must have had something happen because he's now a lot further back, so less than number 2 for Spall is definitely consistency. Which means Mayer, whether Letterme likes it or not, will most likely get a P3 unless he has an incident. Skyring and 66 are still relatively close. It's just whether Skyring can get close enough within 5 minutes, but the championship pretty much is his, even though it finishes like this. Okay, well actually, I need to make sure I'm doing this maths correctly here. $158. So no, the gap would only be 16 points different. So actually no, Skyring does need to get the victory under his belt today. So Skyring actually needs to push. Push. Half a second left to go. Skyring definitely needs to get the race victory. There will only be a 16-point gap if it stays as it is. My maths was working the wrong way round. Lemmy in chat says, I don't mind Mayer getting a podium. I know he's P5 worthy. Very nice. Very supporting community here at Pretty Ninja Racing. But 3 minutes left on the clock. 2 more laps after this one. In fact, it could be 3 more laps after this one actually, if my maths works out correctly. So a little bit of work for 66 to do. Skyring getting a very nice exit out of the chicane. And chasing down 66, and that's a half a second faster lap time then by Jay Skyring. So it's whether Jay can get the race victory, which in turn should give him the championship as well. By 1 point. So if he got the race victory tonight, 66 we need 26 points. So he can miss out on the last race if he wanted to. And he would win by 1 point. Which wouldn't be the first time that a championship has been won here at Pretty Ninja Racing by 1 point. And 66, finding 4/10 of a second that lap. So there's this lap plus 1 more to go. And I think Skyring's just trying to figure out where he could push 66's buttons here. And we'll certainly see where that could happen. Just realised I'm clicking the wrong button. Here we go. Keep an eye on Jay Skyring. bit too much speed there for Skyring, I feel, but he's managed to close the gap right up. So we're moving on to the final lap of the race here at Thruxton, round 7 of the Pretty Ninja Porsche Multiclass Series. Can Jay Skyring get anything done against 66? No fault of his own as he in P2 right now, but that's motorsport for you. It happens. And Jay is definitely pushing. I'm not sure if I saw a little bit of a flicker of the old lights going on there. And is it going to be a move into the final chicane? Yeah, sorry to Skyring. That car wasn't stopping on the grass at all. The rejoin was the best I could do. I didn't realise he was in the vicinity. Congrats, Noah. Yep, so the GT4 Championship actually, yeah, well, thank you for reminding me, Colt. Is going to be going Noah's way. There's no way that the point deficit can be caught up now, so Noah will be the GT4 champion of the Porsche Multiclass. 6 runs a little bit wide, but this is far too far back for Skyring to do anything. So we'll go to round 8 of the Porsche Multiclass. And Skyring crosses over the line to take race victory in round 7 to keep his championships hopes alive. Skyring takes P2 after an incident with Cole's rejoin. Mayer is going to be coming over the line in P3 unless he completely murders the tyre wall. But Cole, make sure you say something in the Discord though, bud. Just so, if you haven't already, I've not had a look at the Discord. Just make sure you pop something in there for Skyring. And there comes Mayer. Butler comes over the line, or will be coming over the line in P4. And believe it or not, that was actually Butler's brother. It wasn't actually Butler. It was Butler's brother all along. It is Motor Forever, the GT4. It's not very nice, is it? Really? I think this series has made me realise that it's a bit of a horrid car. And Sport is reversing over the line after spinning out at the chicane. So P5 for Sport. Where's Mark Coulson? Mark Coulson comes over the line in P7. Danilov is in the pits already, and Julio comes over the line to take P10. Call me weird, but I like it. Yes, says Vermovic. Good result there for Vermovic. I'm assuming that's Vermovic. Am I saying that correct? Vermovic. Hopefully I am. Sorry if I'm butchering it. Oh, there we go. That was the last race of 2023 here at Pretty Ninja Racing. We'll be back in 2024. There'll be also a new setup, but I'll talk about that in the final rounds of the PN TCC, which will be on Monday night. The Porsche Multiclass for the final round will be heading to Spa. So, yep, we'll be heading to Spa for the Porsche Multiclass series, and that's where the Maybe you didn't mind my alternative vision. No, I think you did pretty well. Good, I dropped it. I was keeping Mayor honest for a while. You were doing really, really well there, Mo. I was very proud of you. Very proud of you, my guy. What am I doing? Yes, so it's Spa for the final round of the Porsche Multiclass. That will be on the 3rd of January. That's our first race of 2024. So hopefully we'll get a huge turnout to help decide the final championship standings here for the Porsche Multiclass. Which currently goes Jay Skyring in P1, but we'll wait for things to happen. Who is currently on circuit? Julio is currently on circuit. And back into the pits they go. So 66 on race winner Skyring, P2 Mayer, P3 Butler, P4 Mark Spall in P5. Vermovic takes class 1 lead for the GT4 class. Coulson takes P2. We're gonna have to check. Weird situation with the GT4s into chicane. Okay. Well, my new rule after spending more time looking at reviews on Monday night than actually the actual racing is that I'm only going to review on stream moments that I've seen. If it's not, you'll have to do it through the Discord. But now we just need to leave the server. Hope everyone else does likewise. And hopefully we'll be able to get a standings result fairly shortly. Mo, that was your fault, of course. Of course it was. So we're just waiting for the results to be finalised. I'm going to have to give Cole a penalty just for continuity's sake, race time. Not that it matters because he DNF'd, but very, 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 very poor / unlucky rejoin. That's literally what the reason will say. So when Cole gets that penalty, it literally says very, 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 very poor / unlucky rejoin. Because it was unlucky. The grass at Thruxton, there is no control with your car. It's literally just an ice rink. You can see the brake lights were on, even on stream. I don't even need to review the incident. It is a 10-second penalty because it affected the race lead, and if also, you know, it could have affected the championship. How many varies was that? Very many. That's how many varies there were. Very many, and I don't think Cole will mind, to be honest. He DNF'd and it's the result's not going to really affect his rating or anything like that. So here we go. We're just waiting for things to be finalised. Is it finalised? It is finalised. Cool. That was quick. Didn't expect that. That is very quick. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We will take a look at the GT4 standings first. Because Noah Burridge is our GT4 Multiclass champion, or series winner champion, whichever you want to call it. Effectively, very well done for Noah for sticking out in the GT4, getting 3 wins, and is got their first PNR Race Series title under their belt, and will be joining the PNR Hall of Fame. So I'll add them fairly shortly. Cole is P2. J Sky is fuming, understandably fuming, and has every right to be fuming. Lesson 2 is don't crash like Cole did. Okay, just don't crash like Cole did. Skyring is leading the way, but the gap's now 16 points. The difference being, so it will go into the last round, sadly, or for our entertainment. Fantastically, for Jay Skyring, not so much. But as long as Jay finishes in the top 4, he will get the championship under his belt. It won't be a problem, and quite frankly, I don't see that being a problem for Jay as well, because he's very, very fast. So, but 66 is keeping him on his toes. Very awful rejoin by Cole. He is fully aware of it. A penalty has been applied. He's fully aware of that as well. So if he hasn't sent you an apology, Jay, maybe just call him out in the Discord. Politely. I know you're very, very angry. But politely. Mate, I assume it would be my fault both times, but I should have been more patient lapping the 2 GT4s. Yeah, the GT4s in for PNR, when it comes to multi-class, the slower car doesn't have to get out of the way. It's, you know, it's already been done unders. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that he's already apologised. So yeah, Spa is the final round here at the Porsche Multiclass, and I'm sure Skyring can do it 100%. Skyring is one of the most titled P&R drivers currently going, not titled as in entitled, titled as in he has won the most titles currently in the in the Hall of Fame. If you want to take a look at it, you'll see his name at the top many a time. I'm actually having a very quick look now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-time P&R series winner. 5 times. That sounds correct. Wasn't I already in front of Butler by 3 points or so? I don't think you were. You were just ahead of Lloyd by 3 points. You weren't ahead of Butler by 3 points. You were close to Butler, but you weren't ahead of Butler. You were definitely just ahead of Lloyd. No, the standings didn't update yet, did it? Yeah, they've updated. They have updated indeed. It says I have a podium, which I don't recall. It says 7 races. Where are you, Spawn? Apparently you do have a podium. Apparently you do. I don't know which one, but you've got a podium. Calendar. In fact, what we can do is indeed. Let's go to your accounts. Go to your races. There you go. 2 of 5. So you have got a podium, sir. You have got a podium. According to this, and the sat show. 2 of 5. It was Division 2. It was Division 2, but still a podium. Still a podium. Can't take it away from me. It doesn't matter what division that is. Still a podium. Doesn't matter what division it is. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Pretty Ninja Racing for 2023. You might see a couple of events randomly happening in the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, make sure you click the link in the description below. Yeah, I will see you in 2024. Hopefully I would have recharged a little bit. Sorry, just reading Letterme's comment in the Discord, and it goes as this. I can confirm GT4s do not like grass. That's what Anders can confirm by the noises I made during the practice a few days ago. You just slide and keep sliding. I almost dislocated my thumb. I'm going to reply to this with a GIF. Just gotta find the right GIF. Thank you for the streamer, no worries. I got turned into, you forgot my replay. Did I know it? You didn't even race now. You didn't even race. Didn't even race. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right GIF for Lemmy. So yeah, there we go. If you want to see my GIF, make sure you join our Discord. Until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, and you have a really good time, whatever you're doing, whoever you're seeing. If you're on your Todd and you're on your own, don't be afraid to speak out in the Discord. We'll be more than happy to keep you company through the festive season. I myself are spending it with my little boy for the first time this year, so it's going to be fantastic. But if you are on your Todd, please reach out in the Discord, because trust me, you may not be the only one. Okay? So speak out, get the company, get the support that you want or need this Christmas holiday season. And we'll see you in 2024 for a new year. Possible new face for PNR, and I'm not talking about the streaming side of things, I'm talking about how we do our events. And I'll see you next time, which will be for the final round of the Porsche Multiclass. Bye-bye. And happy holidays! Or Merry Christmas. I prefer Merry Christmas personally, but yeah. Merry Christmas all. Take care. Have a wonderful time.